Peace, love, light, joy, happiness, and many blessings to my majestic diviners. Hi, I'm Divinely Majestic, and you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as Divinely Majestic. Now today, we're going to talk about the art of letting go of toxic people. So let's get started. I see a lot of times so many people stay in unhappy relationships or keep toxic friends and family members. The question is, why? If they are not serving you a good purpose, then there's absolutely no reason to give them the privilege to be in your personal space. You may be wondering,
but Divinely Majestic, how do I let that person go?
The answer is simple. Stop telling your personal business to them. Let me tell you a story. So there was a time where I had people in my life that I thought were my friends and people that I thought would support me, but come to find out they were always negative. Their expressions that they gave about me when I would tell about my accomplishments or about any goals that I was trying to pursue, they would give me a reason not to do it. Oh, you can't do that. You don't have the experience in that. Do you have the money to do that? You don't have a big enough following for that. But if I let that keep me from achieving my goals, I would be in the same place I was at. So I started evaluating myself, evaluating my situation, and evaluating the people that were around me. And I realized, you know what? I just have to hit the reset button and just start over. So that's what I did. So I just totally went into solitude mode. I just cut off people. And ever since I stopped communicating with certain people, the energy around me began to change. It wasn't the same. It didn't feel all stuffy and like I was blocked. When I removed those toxic people, that's when the roads opened up for me. And that's when I began to see more success with my goals and with achieving my goals. Why? Because I didn't have that negative vibe around me telling me, ingraining in my mind, you can't do this, you can't do that, or why are you going for this? Or no one not even giving you acknowledgement for what you're doing. So I had some people who wouldn't even acknowledge what I was doing. And you know what? Acknowledgement does go a long way. It does help keep you motivated. And at that time, that's what I needed. I needed motivation to keep going. But people, including family members, would just sit back and watch and wouldn't say anything. It was as if they were just waiting for me to mess up or do something wrong or something bad. So I felt that energy too. And that's also toxic energy. When you don't say nothing, you just keep silent, and you know that that person has accomplished something and you don't even acknowledge that, that can be detrimental to a person. And you know what? It has bothered me for a while. But ever since I got deeper with my spiritual journey, and I got deeper with healing my chakras and healing my soul and just appreciating myself for who I am and what I was trying to do in life, that's when it became easier for me to just let people go. So now I just feed people with the long handle spoon. You know, those same toxic people, that's what I do, because I know when to socialize with them and keep them at bay. So if I don't give a whole lot of information to them, then they don't have a reason or a knowing of what's going on with me to give me bad energy, give me bad vibes, or wish that goal that I'm seeking or working on will go down the toilet. So not letting people all in your business, that is the way to go. So that is the art of letting go of toxic people. So that is the step that you can take to let go of toxic family members and friends that's in your life. Now, as far as personal relationships, if you're in a personal relationship that's not so good, or your companion or spouse is not being supportive of your goals or supportive of your endeavors and in what you're trying to achieve in life, then you just have to make that decision to let them go. I've actually had a personal experience when I was in a toxic relationship. The person that I was with, he wasn't very supportive of me. He only cared about himself and achieving his goals, and just pretty much left me by the wayside to just figure things out on my own. Every time that I would mention to him that I was working on a certain goal, or I was trying to do a certain business or pursue my acting career or my broadcasting career or my singing career, he would shoot me down. And he would tell me, oh, you can't do that. You're not that good of a singer. You're not the best actress. You might as well stick with directing, and that's it. So for a while, I actually gave up singing. And that was my first love, singing, music. But I gave that up for several years because of what he told me. And I just felt inadequate, and I just wasn't happy. I wasn't in a happy state. So when you're not in a happy state, you have to sit back. You have to evaluate in your personal relationship. What is the purpose of you being in that relationship? What is the purpose of you staying if you're not happy? If you're not pursuing your goals or pursuing what makes you happy? What is the purpose? So that's what I had to do, and it took me a couple of years, but I finally came to my senses. And when I decided to leave that toxic relationship, that's when I felt a heavy weight lifted off my chest. I was just so much happier. I felt lighter. I felt that I could be more focused on my spirituality and just going in the right direction with my spiritual journey. So anyone out there who's experiencing being blocked and you feel like there's no way out, just know that there is a way out. You just have to dig deep inside your soul to figure it out. If you don't have a place to go, you have to start planning. You have to start now, even if it takes a year, or if you could stay with a friend or a family member until you get on your feet to get your own place, just to get out of that negative environment. Because when you're around a person, it makes the entire environment negative. No matter how clean and clear the space is or the place is, it still have that negativity. Because when that person comes around, you can just feel that negative energy. That energy that is trying to overpower you and manipulate you. Do not allow that to happen to you. Trust me, I've been there and done that, and I do not plan to go back to Egypt. So my advice to you on letting go of a personal relationship is to meditate about it. Ask the universe and ask your ancestors to come in and give you answers on what to do next. Because only then, at that point, when you open yourself up for your ancestors and the universe to come in to give you the answers. Sometimes it may not be the answers that you want to hear, but you have to open yourself and pretty much become an open vessel to receive what message the divine has for you. That is the only way to help you move on with your life from that toxic relationship. So, if you're feeling lost and confused, embrace it and find the courage to let go. So, one of the things that I did that helped me be a happier person when I let go of the toxic relationships with people, with family members and friends, as well as my personal relationship, what I did was I started meditating. When I started meditating, I was just feeling happier. I was feeling more at peace. I was feeling serene. And then I started listening to inspiration to get my morning inspiration or my daily inspiration to help me on my spiritual path. So when I started listening to daily inspiration, I would listen to people like Abraham Hicks. I would implement some of the strategies that she would say to just help clear your mind, because everything is in your mind, everything is in your subconscious. So everything around you is not really real. So you just have to weed out your environment and the people around it. Weed out that illusion and create the reality that you want to see in your life. So if you just want to be happy right now and at peace, I would write down a couple of things that makes you happy. What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy working out? Do you enjoy going to the park? Do you enjoy feeding the ducks? Whatever it is, you just write it out and just start doing it. Start implementing some of the things that you like to do. Get back to your hobby. If you haven't did that hobby in a long time, get back to it. Like me, I started back singing. Started singing in the shower. And I felt really good because I was doing something that I enjoy doing. And right now I'm doing something that I enjoy doing. And that's getting the message out there to people to help people. I enjoy helping people because I was at a point when I needed help. And you know what? I still do. Like I say in my previous videos, I am a work in progress. We all are. We all can work together and strive together. Now, once you release being around toxic people, start being around like-minded people. And you may be thinking,
Divinely Majestic, where I'm
Well, that answer is also simple. You can just get on social media, get on Facebook, find people, search for people that like the same things that you like, that's on the same topic that you're on, and start communicating to them. Reach out to them. I know that we are not able to go out anywhere, so can't really go to networking events or just go to certain events to meet new people. But you can do it on social media. You got YouTube, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got Twitter. By the way, you can follow me on all of those sites at Divinely Majestic. So I'm going to leave you on this note. It is easier to let go of toxic people than you think. Just follow the strategies that I talked about. And don't forget to meditate so you can get answers from the universe, the divine, your ancestors, and your spirit guides. You ask and you shall receive. Just listen to the messages and know that you are forever loved. Peace, love, light, joy, happiness, and many blessings to my majestic diviners. Signing out. Namaste.